It was a warm summer evening in June 2022 when Emma Reyes vanished without a trace. At 34, Emma was a successful tech consultant in San Francisco, engaged to her longtime partner, Ryan, with everything in her life seemingly in perfect order. She lived in a picturesque apartment with views of the Golden Gate Bridge, had a close-knit circle of friends, and was known for her adventurous spirit. Nothing about her disappearance made sense. It started on a Thursday, just like any other. Emma had spent the day working from home and exchanged a few texts with Ryan, who was out of town on a business trip. That evening, she had plans to meet her best friend, Lila, for dinner at a trendy restaurant downtown. Lila waited for Emma at their usual spot, but Emma never showed. Calls went straight to voicemail. Texts went unread. By midnight, worry had begun to settle in. Ryan couldn't get hold of her either. Lila decided to stop by Emma's apartment, but when she got there, something was off. The door was slightly ajar and the lights were on, but there was no sign of Emma. Her phone and purse were on the kitchen counter, keys still hanging by the door. It was as if she had walked out for a moment and never returned. The police were called and a search began. Days passed and Emma's disappearance became a media sensation. How could someone so vibrant, so well-known, vanish from her home in the heart of a busy city? There were no signs of struggle, no evidence of foul play. It was as if she had simply walked out of her life. Weeks went by without any significant leads. Ryan was devastated, giving tearful interviews, pleading for Emma's safe return. Lila, too, couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. The police interviewed neighbors, searched through security footage, and combed through Emma's digital footprint, but they were met with dead ends. No recent travel, no unusual calls or messages. But then came the first twist. In mid-July, an anonymous tip was sent to the police. It was a simple email and signed with only a few words. Check her old phone. The email address was untraceable, but the tip was impossible to ignore. Investigators quickly discovered that Emma had once used a second phone, a phone she hadn't mentioned to anyone, not even Ryan or Lila. The phone had been tucked away in her apartment, and when they found it, it was filled with messages. But they weren't from Ryan or her friends. They were from someone named AJ, and the conversations spanned months, maybe even longer. AJ seemed to know everything about Emma, details that were personal, intimate. The texts ranged from loving to cryptic, to outright unsettling. It became clear that Emma had been hiding something, possibly even someone, from everyone in her life. The police launched a deeper investigation into this AJ, but he or she didn't appear to exist. Every clue led to a dead end, and Emma's private messages seemed deliberately vague, almost as if she had been communicating in code. The investigation hit a brick wall once again. Then, a second email arrived. This one simply read, "AJ isn't who you think." It was Ryan who cracked first. 1 month after Emma's disappearance, he came clean. He confessed to the police that Emma had been living a double life. For the past year, she had been deeply involved in a secret online community. This group, made up of wealthy tech insiders and venture capitalists, was more than just a forum. It was a carefully constructed network for illegal crypto trades and insider deals. And Emma, it turned out, had been one of its most influential members. AJ was no mysterious lover or stalker. AJ was Emma herself, a codename she had been using for months, hidden behind layers of anonymity. Ryan knew about it but had kept silent, terrified of the repercussions. But this wasn't the only twist. Emma hadn't just been a participant. She had been planning to expose the entire group. She had collected months of damning evidence, screenshots, and transaction histories, all stored on her secret phone, ready to blow the whistle. She had been building a case against them, using her position within the group to gather the information she needed to bring them down. But someone had found out. And now, Emma was gone. The police were back to square one. Was she in hiding? Had someone in the group silenced her? And who had sent those emails? Was it Emma herself, still playing the game from the shadows? Or was it someone inside the group, sending a warning? The investigation grew colder, and the media slowly moved on. Months passed. Ryan, now under suspicion, withdrew from the public eye. Lila kept searching, digging through Emma's old files and messages, convinced there was something they had missed. But the emails stopped, and Emma's trail went dark. Then, nearly a year after her disappearance, the final twist dropped. A video surfaced on the dark web. It showed Emma, looking thin and exhausted, sitting in an unfamiliar room. She was reading from a prepared statement, but her voice was steady. She confessed her crimes, her involvement in the illegal trades, her role in the crypto group, but at the end of the video, she said something chilling. "I was going to do the right thing, but they found me. I can't run anymore. You'll never see me again." The video ended abruptly, and within hours it was gone. Authorities couldn't trace its origin, and Emma was never found. Was it a forced confession? Was she still out there, hiding from the group? Or worse? To this day, no one knows for sure. Emma Reyes remains missing, and the truth behind her disappearance is buried somewhere in the shadows of a world she had tried to expose. Make sure to like and subscribe for more crazy real-life plot twists like this one.